Hello, folks, and thank you for joining us here on the Wildcats Network for today's softball matchup between the Riverhawks and the Lady Wildcats here on top of the hill in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. We are excited for today's game. These two are incredible softball teams, and up to bat for the Riverhawks first is Emma Paul, basketball star and also softball star for Lady Riverhawks. Paul, the senior, will take that first pitch down low for ball one. So ball one here, no strikes, no outs. And that is called a strike there. So now the count 1-1 here for the first batter for Kayla Williams, who's on the mound for the Lady Wildcats this afternoon. That's down low for a ball. Count here at 2-1. Williams' pitch goes wild. So we're even now at 2-2 with no outs here at the top of the first inning on top of the hill here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Or again, Lady Wildcats are taking on your Armstrong Riverhawks. And the duel in the top, number 2 and the number 3 teams here in the conference. Pitch by Williams. It's chopped out, goes right to third, and that's an out on first. Lady Wildcats get the first out. A ground out to third. So Lady Wildcats, again, folks, we apologize for any wind on our outside microphone. For those who don't know, the Lady Wildcats are playing in the wind tunnel here at Greater Latrobe on top of the hill. So with that, first now, Isabella Parisa is up to bat now for the Riverhawks. That pitch is out wide, so ball one. Isabella Pereza, again, the second batter in the lineup here at the top of the first inning. That pitch is low, but it is in the strike zone, so 1-1 here with one out. That pitch calls strike there, down away, but inside the strike zone. So the count now, 1-2 with one out here for Parisia. And Kayla Williams, this SRU commit here pitching. That pitch away, so 2-2. Isabella flying back to an even count here for the Riverhawks. Pitch here is hit, makes it back. And that is the second out of the afternoon for Lady Wildcats. 2 ground outs for the Riverhawks. A tough first at-bat or first round here for the Riverhawks on top of the hill. Shelby Cloak now up for the Riverhawks. That ball chopped at. It gets out. Another ground out. Did they get her? They did. What a play there. Kayla Williams. Big play for Lady Wildcats, and we're going to now head into the bottom of the second inning coming up next on the Wildcats Network.
I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network here for the bottom of the first inning. I know before we went to our commercial break, I said the bottom of the second inning. My apologies, folks. I was running around like a crazy person here on top of the hill trying to get everything all set up for a broadcast today, but we are up and running now for Lady Wildcats. First up in the batting lineup is Maya McHugh. That pitches away. Up to pitch for the Lady Riverhawks this afternoon is number 6, Madison Baker. And having Baker out there is huge because in the past couple seasons, Riverhawks were able to lean very heavily and hold on to huge leads because of the pitchers that they had on the mound. Last season, they had the all-star phenomenon known as Cameron Sprankle. And she was a force to be reckoned with inside the pitching circle. But now Baker has big shoes to fill. And from what I've seen so far this season, she's done a great job of doing that. That pitch is hit foul. So McHugh will head back to the batter's box with a count now at 1-2. No runs scored so far here in the first inning of this afternoon. We're here in the bottom of the first inning, folks. I didn't get a chance to mention Tristan Borland here with the horn with the Ins guys for the rest of the afternoon. Again on top of the hill. We are very excited here on the Wildcats Network to bringing you the softball game. We were worried when it got rescheduled for the eclipse that we weren't going to be able to bring it to you, but don't worry, we were able to get it in, and McHugh will go down swinging. So now up to bat for the Lady Wildcats is Machinsky. The catcher for the Lady Wildcats now up to bat. Pitch. Chopped at by Machinsky. That will roll off foul. So count now 0-1 with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. From Graham Sabota Field on top of the hill here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Pitch. Check swing. They're going to go, and they're going to say she wins. So Machinsky's now looking at 0-2 here. Baker's already rung up one batter so far this afternoon. Can she make that a second? That pitch away. Now count 1-2. And Baker, throwing some balls here would not be a terrible idea. Trying to get the Lady Wildcats chasing here early in the game because the Lady Wildcats, I'm sure that Coach Kowalczyk explained to the Lady Wildcats that they need to start swinging here this afternoon. They want to keep up with the Riverhawks, who are known for their big bats. Throw there on the first, and they get her out. That's out number 2 here at the bottom of the first inning. So now up to bat for the Lady Wildcats is the SRU commit senior number 33, Kayla Williams. Can Kayla Williams earn it here? Lady Wildcats would love to get a batter on base here again. That is a key this afternoon for the Lady Wildcats. Pitch by Baker, swing and a miss by Williams. That's strike number 1. Williams, the right-handed batter. Looks at the first pitch. That's strike number 2. Baker putting on a clinic. She struck out 1. Now the Lady Wildcat to ground out to the shortstop. So can the Lady Wildcats get a batter on base? Swing! That will be strikeout number 2 on the afternoon for Baker. So we now head into the top of the second inning, folks. It's a race to the end here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back after these short messages.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network, top of the second inning here from on top of the hill here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Riverhawks, Lady Wildcats are now out of 1 inning. No runs so far this afternoon. Pugh is up to bat. Watches that one go by, so that's ball number 1. I know they're going to call that one a strike. I thought that was a little too inside. But for the sake of the Greater Latrobe faithful around me, I will keep my mouth quiet on that one. Williams here with the pitch. Chopped at, goes back foul, so now count 0-2 for Pugh. Williams now looking at 0-2. Pitch high and away. Watches that one go by, so now count 1-2 with no runs here in the top of the second inning, folks. Got to mention during our setup the St. Vincent College pregame show. St. Vincent College brought us our pregame show. We'd love to show you and your family why they are the #1 in education here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Check out their website at stvincent.edu. Again, that's stvincent.edu. Up high. Way too up high, up over the top of the head. So now the count is even at 2-2 here for Kayla Williams and Jesse Pugh. Lady Wildcats have returned back to Graham Sabota after an interesting game on the road at Gateway last week, where they played the Gators and they won 15-0 on 2 hits. Chopped at, up high, and back away, so staying alive is Pugh in the box. So Lady Wildcats have quite the anomaly here as they come into this game. Riverhawks are licking their wounds after a tough loss to the #1 team in the section. That would be Penn Trafford. The Lady Warriors looking nigh unstoppable so far this season. And so for the Riverhawks coming here to Grahamsboro Field, no shame. That ball down low. Even count here, 3-2 for Pugh. Again, Riverhawks, no reason to hang their heads as they come into here at Grahamsboro Field. A tough loss to Penn Trafford, and as Coach mentioned to me while I was getting the lineups, it was a tough loss in 25-degree weather out there in Warrior Country, so definitely not an easy game for the Riverhawks on the road. Can they bounce back here at Gramsville. Another pitch by Pugh is low, and that as a batter walked. Pugh battled back from an 0-2 count. So that's the first walk of the afternoon for Kayla Williams. And now up to bat is Abby Bauer, the catcher for the Riverhawks here. So with a runner on first, no runs, but again, that is the lead out there on first base. Pitch there is called a strike. So Williams up early in the count. Abby Bauer. Pitch by Williams. Chopped at, makes it to the first baseman. Cronenware, she steps on the bag. But she did advance Pugh, who is now standing in scoring position on second base. One out here in the top of the second inning. Folks, again, if you're joining us here a little late, but we are happy to have you. I understand that we have some Armstrong Riverhawk faithful in our viewing audience this afternoon. We're very excited to have everyone here, because here at LHTC Media, these broadcasts aren't just for the folks here at Latrobe, Pennsylvania. They are for everyone. They're for all families. And so we are glad to have everyone here with us this afternoon. Strike one there called Natalie Ziegler. Ziegler, the right-hander, facing a pitcher here in Kayla Williams. So the right-hander on right-hander there is usually in the pitcher's favor. Williams with a nice sunflower in her hair. I forgot my sunflower at home. I was supposed to put it in my hair, but I forgot to. That would surely be a sight to see her on top of the hill. Count 1-1 with one out for Ziegler. Pitch by Williams. Inside, but strike. I thought it was too far inside, but a strike called anyways. So the count now 1-2. With one out, and again, Riverhawks have a runner in scoring position. The pitch here. Chopped at, makes its way out to the second baseman, throw on to first, and that's out number 2. And now Klinger-Smith in the 7th spot here for the Riverhawks has a runner in scoring position on third. Again, that's Few, who was walked earlier in the inning. That pitch is in there. That's strike number 1 here for the at-bat for Klinger-Smith. Pitch chopped at, will go out to the second baseman again, and that is out number 3 on the afternoon. So we're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
We're back here on the Wildcats Network here in the bottom of the second inning. The first pitch there to Corinne Wright was a ball for her first at-bat again in the bottom of the second inning. Folks, Tristan Borland, along with the one only Mr. Richard Hillwig on our controls this afternoon. Pitch chopped at by Wright, and that pops away foul. So count now 1-1. And the Lady Wildcats wanting to remind Corinne Wright that the ball is supposed to go in the other direction. But again, getting some, I guess, aluminum on it would be good. Usually it's wood. However, again, high school softball, those are aluminum bats out there for Lady Wildcats. Again, on the mound is Baker, and she has had a nice day for herself so far. Ground to third. Can't throw. Get there, and it does. Mark on my score sheet there. So Corinne Wright will ground out to third base, and that will be the first out of the inning now. Up next is Sammy Cronenwetter. And that's strike one there for Cronenwetter for her at-bat. First baseman for the Lady Wildcats. And that's strike number two. Cronenwetter has watched two go by. And now Madison Baker has an opportunity here on the mound to get strikeout number three on the afternoon. Pitch here. And swing and a miss there on Cronenwetter. That's strikeout number three on the afternoon for Baker. Now up to bat for Lady Wildcats. That's Sarah Blossy. Pitch here by Baker. Chopped that down low. Baker trying to get Blossy to chase pitches early. And this is Blossy's first at-bat on the afternoon. Is now looking down at an 0-1 count with two outs here. Oh, the wind is blowing this afternoon, folks, and I don't think there is a day that it ever has. Chris has mentioned that he's been here for baseball games, and there are times where the wind, it could be 96 degrees and sweltering everywhere else in Latrobe, but somehow here on top of the hill, the wind will blow you away. So the wind here is making its presence felt. Count is 0-2 with no outs, and again, no runs so far on the afternoon. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number four. And Blossy is sent packing. And Madison Baker, again, making her presence felt here this afternoon. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're at the top of the third inning. Coming up next.
Hey, Gabby, catch this.
Win with Bardini's. We're #1 for meats in Westmoreland. So many delicious varieties and flavors. Best meats, best meals. So come in, fill this basket at our Country Smokehouse in Crabtree. Go Wildcats!
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Welcome back, folks, on top of the hill here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Graham Sabota Field now as we head into the top of the third hitting with no runs for either team being scored so far today, which frankly was a little surprising to me, given the fact that all of the wins for the Riverhawks so far this season have been crushing victories. That ball swung on there and goes straight back. Kayla Williams with a heads-up play there. And just like that, Madison Baker is sat back down. So now the last batter in the batting lineup, that's Clara Toy, who holds down the right field position for the Riverhawks, now up to bat with one out here. And that's called a strike there. Williams able to earn one there. All the outs so far today, except one, have been ground outs. And Kayla Williams, again, only able to earn one strikeout so far as we are now through one batter here in the top of the third inning. Now looking at an 0-2 count. Kayla Williams could add on strikeout number 2 on the afternoon for the Lady Wildcats. Pitch is away there, so ball one, count 1-2. As I was mentioning just a second ago, the Riverhawks, again, well known for having big bats. They have been incredible at the plate with a very high slugging percentage, and that is our Latrobe straightforward keys to the game that the Lady Wildcats are going to have to try to kind of swing at the plate and get the ball moving. Small ball is not going to help them win here over the Riverhawks this afternoon. That pitch down and will be called a strikeout. I thought it was low and inside, but that will do it for Toy. She strikes out here in the top of the third inning. So now up to bat is Emma Paul. We're back to the top of the batting order. Last time Paul was at bat, she grounded out to third. So now with 2 outs here and 2 strikeouts on the afternoon, Kayla Williams looks to add number 3. That pitch is right down the pipe, strike number 1. But again, a big shout out to Latrobe Auto and them sponsoring us in our keys to the game. We want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors here on the Wildcats Network. Those sponsor folks are the reason why you guys are able to sit at home or wherever yins are and enjoy this softball game completely free. So make sure you give a big thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring high school sports. Pitch there is up high, so count is now 1-1 for Paul for her second at bat. One, 2-1 the count. 2 outs. Again, no runs scored as we have what could be the last at-bat here at the top of the third inning. Chopped on by Paul. That one rolls foul, and thank goodness for Lady Wildcats. Emma Paul was feeling a solo homer here. But now the deuces are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. I know Emma Paul wants that one back. A standout star on the hardwood and also here on the field, or on the diamond, I should say here. The pitch, and that ball is down the dirt, so now an even count for Emma Paul. And Kayla Williams is either going to walk her second batter on the afternoon or will score her third strikeout here with this pitch. Williams takes the cue from Coach Bob there in the dugout. The payoff pitch now here for Williams. Swing and a miss! Kayla Williams sat down Emma Paul there to end the top of the third inning. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network to showcase all of our fantastic sponsors here. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third inning coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3 and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Mace McHugh up the bat here for the Wildcats as we are now in the bottom of the third inning, folks. We are rushing through this softball game. And right now up to pitch is Madison Baker, chopped at by McHugh, and it rolls foul. If that ball had stayed fair, I would have bet my last bottom dollar that the speedster McHugh would have made it on to first base. Mason McHugh in our last broadcast started out the batting order. She was the top of the batting order, but now has been moved down to the 7th position in the batting order. Swing and a miss there. That's strikeout for Mason McHugh. And Madison Baker now picks up her 5th strikeout on the afternoon. So now up to bat for the Lady Wildcats. That's Sophie Zezo, who takes that first pitch as a ball. And that's called strike there. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here for Zezo here. Madison Baker again showing that the Riverhawks have a deep well when it comes to pitchers. I mean, she has 5 strikeouts so far on the afternoon. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no runs here with 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch here is out wide. So now 3-1 is the count. Could this be the first walk on the afternoon for Baker? She's done a great job again so far. And a round of applause there as Baker will take a quick break. Wanting to talk it over with the third base coach. That ball chopped at, staying alive is Zezo. Full count now. Baker on the payoff. Swing and a miss. Struck out swinging is Zezo. Baker notches another one. The Wildcats now around onto their final batter in the lineup. That's Williams, who is now to bat, the left-handed batter again. And a nice spot in the lineup. If she's able to get on base, that would be huge for the Lady Wildcats, because then Maya McHugh, the top of the batting order, will be coming in. Pitch high and inside. That's ball there. Again, very important to note that Williams is a left-handed batter. So for Baker, the right-handed pitcher, the angle might be a little strange. As she now pitches the second ball here. And Williams' first at-bat on the afternoon. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, still no runs scored by either team, although that ball that was absolutely rocketed by Emma Paul. And that's going to be a base hit. Base hit there for Williams. And now Maya McHugh comes in. So now Maya McHugh, the top of the batting order here. Two outs. McHugh, the last time she was up to bat, she struck out. That ball hit there to the shortstop, throw on to second. And a nice play there by the Riverhawks to get them out of this inning. We're going to step aside here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the top of the 4th inning here on top of the hill at Graham Sabota Field coming up next.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrack and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer, and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
Welcome back here, folks, on the Wildcats Network. Riverhawks are now up to bat, and that is Isabella Perazerica, who is up to bat for the Riverhawks right now. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher Kayla Williams. Chopped at, goes to the shortstop, throw on to first, gets there for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. So the first out here in the 4th inning for the Riverhawks. So now Shelby Cloak is up to bat, the 3rd batter in the batting order. Last time Shelby was up to bat was back in the 1st inning. She was struck out looking by Kayla Williams. Williams has earned another strikeout since then. That ball chopped at, popped up, will go foul. Oh, and just gets by the Wildcats. Good attempt there by the Lady Wildcats to get underneath that ball, but they will not. And again, Shelby Cloak now back up with no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Pitch. Down low in the dirt, or I guess it would be dirt in the turf, I guess. The pitch by Williams. So now the count 1-1. Again, 1 out. Kayla Williams, again, the senior, the SRU commit, to pitch here. Swing and a miss. So Cloak now looking at a 1-2 count. Again, her last at-bat was back in the first inning. She struck out to Kayla Williams. Pitch here. Cloak lets that one go up high. Again, a good decision there by Kayla Williams. Get her chasing pitches. That is how you lock in. So now with an even count at 2-2, 1 out, top of the fourth inning. Williams, pitch. Crushed. Up high, though. Outfield will need to get it. Oh, just barely. What a great play there by the second baseman for Lady Wildcats. That was Macy McHugh, who was able to get that there. So that will do it for Cloak. Jessica Pugh is now up to bat. Pugh's last at-bat, she was walked and then was able to travel all the way to third base. Swing and a miss there for Pugh, who's starting to lock in here. Williams. Pitch out wide. That's a ball. So Pugh looking now at a 1-1 count with 2 outs here. Again, no runs. And I keep bringing that up because that is just so strange. I thought with a batting order like what the Riverhawks are known to have. They had it last year as they made it all the way to the WPIAL finals and then were unable to defeat a incredible Shaler team. And that pitch getting by Pugh. So the count now 1-2 with 2 outs. And again, the Riverhawks played their heart outs last year in that final matchup. And so no shame in that game. I mean, that Shaler team was just absolutely incredible. And they are known to be gearing back up again. But so are the Riverhawks. I mean, making it back. That ball popped up high and foul. And again, for the Riverhawks, it was talked about during the preseason how they are favorites to make their way back to the finals again this year in the WPIAL. So we will see if they are able to step up to the challenge. Again, lost to PT. The Lady Warriors, again, one of the favorites in the section. So no shame in that loss. Kayla Williams now. 1-2 the count. And it will be called foul. And that will be given to Pugh, who now made her way on to first base on a wild pitch. So that is the second time that Pugh has reached the first base bag for 2 at-bats. She has had a nice afternoon for herself so far. Now Abby Bauer is up to bat. Will ground out to second. Whenever she was last at bat, back in the second inning. Pitch is out wide. It's away from Bauer, so that will now be a 1-0 count with 2 outs here. And again, no runs. And same for Lady Wildcats. They had a tough loss last year whenever they traveled up to North Allegheny in the WPIAL quarterfinals. Pitch there by Williams. Chopped at. That ball will bobble foul. So 1-1 the count. Here in the fourth inning for the Riverhawks, who again travel all the way here from Armstrong County and do not want to travel back with a loss. That would be the second loss in a row for the Lady Riverhawks. As again, their last game was a loss to PT in 25-degree weather. I mean, that just makes my that makes my joint hurt just thinking about it. Pitch. Away again. So Bauer trying to fight back. It's 2-1 here. It's a batter's count favoring Abby Bauer. So Kayla Williams. Williams pitch is called. Strike there. So now an even count at 2-2. So the deuce is now wild here in the top of the fourth inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitched by Williams. And that will strike her out. Kayla Williams earning her 3rd strikeout on the afternoon and will leave a batter stranded. So that will do it here for the top of the 4th inning. When we come back here on the Wildcats Network, bottom of the 4th coming up next.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin.
From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
We're back here in the bottom of the 4th inning with no runs here. A goose egg on both sides of the scoreboard at Graham Sabota Field. Folks, Tristan Borland here on the horn with you for the rest of the afternoon. Richard Hilwig on the controls. Right now to bat for Lady Wildcats is Machinsky, who grounded out to the shortstop, and she gets a strike there. So now looking at an 0-2 count. Madison Baker, who has really impressed there in the pitching ring. She has 5 strikeouts on the afternoon. Pitch. Up high, check swing. And they're going to call her there. Strikeout swinging is Machinsky. So now Kayla Williams is up to bat, and Madison Baker has now notched her 6th strikeout on the afternoon. The pitch is down low and inside. They're going to call ball there for Kayla Williams on her 2nd at-bat. She struck out back in the 1st inning. Pitch. Takes a strike there, watches it go by, so count now 1-1. For Kayla Williams. Crushed there by Williams. Wind gets underneath it, and it'll be a base hit. And knocking down the outfield, Williams runs on a 3rd and stops there. Kayla Williams, when it matters most, hits a triple. Oh, baby, a triple there for Kayla Williams. The SRU commit with the clutch gene, knowing when it matters most. And that is the lead there now in scoring position. Now up to bat is Corinne Wright. Corinne Wright, again, the third baseman, coming at the bat, has a batter in scoring position, or has a runner in scoring position. Let's see if Corinne Wright can bring a runner in. Showing bunt was Corinne Wright. Kayla Williams being stared down back on a third. But that pitch is a ball and was up high. I imagine Corinne Wright was hoping that that ball would have got by the catcher. Madison Baker pitch. Bunt there. Runner on the home. Throw. It gets by. That's a base hit for Corinne Wright. She'll run on to second, and a runner is brought in. What a huge play there by Corinne Wright. Her at bat, again a double, will allow the Lady Wildcats to break the tie. They're now up by one here in the bottom of the fourth. Now up to bat is Cronenwetter. Her last at bat was a strikeout. Again, the small ball working in the Cats' favor. The speedy Kayla Williams able to get by the bunt. And another pitch down low, so now the count is 2-0 for the senior Cronenwetter. Cronenwetter also the first baseman for the Lady Wildcats. Madison Baker. Pitch. Chopped at. It will bobble out foul. So the count now 2-1 for Cronenwetter. And again, what a huge play there for Lady Wildcats. Again, some people think pitch, swing and a miss for Cronenwetter. Now count is 2-2. Some people think that the pitcher is usually the weaker batter in a lineup, but the Lady Wildcats have proven that to be incredibly incorrect. And Kayla Williams is example number 1. Pitch is going to be called inside. So now a full count. Cronenwetter able to fight back now, 3-2. With one out here, Lady Wildcats again broke the tie, now up 1-0. Payoff pitch. Chopped at by Cronenwetter, goes over Baker, throw on the first, and that's a ground out for the Lady Wildcats. Cronenwetter grounding out to the shortstop, so now with 2 outs, up to bat is Blasi. And Corinne Wright has moved on to third. Pitch. And that's caught a strike there. Pitch down low. Blasi lets it go by. Showing bunt is Blasi. Count 1-1. Again with 2 outs. Pitch. Up high. Swing. So now 1-2 is the count for Blasi. Pitch. Swing down low. And that is strikeout number 7 for Baker here on the afternoon. Lady Wildcats now heading to the top of the 5th inning with a 1-run lead. And we'll be right back here on the Wildcats Network after these short messages.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe start.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. That ball is bumped by Ziegler, and it gets by Cronenwetter. That's a base hit. Run on to second. And sliding in safe. And there you go, Natalie Ziegler with a stand-up double. Or no, not stand-up, but sliding in. So now the tie in scoring position for the Riverhawks. Klingersmith now up to bat. And what a big opportunity again, folks. That's the tie there on second in scoring position for the Lady Riverhawks. Pitch there by Williams. Bunt is shown, and it will bump foul. Kayla Williams, the SRU commit. And that ball popped foul. So the 0-2 count now to come. Kayla Williams looking to add on her 4th strikeout on the afternoon. Klingersmith to stay alive. Chopped at. It goes to third. Throw on to first. And that will be an out, but will advance the runner. So now up to bat is Madison Baker. Baker flew out to the pitcher, Kayla Williams, a heads-up play for her last at-bat. Swing, that's strike 1 for Madison Baker. And again, Riverhawks would really like to take advantage. They have a runner now on third, and through 4 innings, Riverhawks have left 2 runners on base. So I've had a bit of a tough time capitalizing whenever they've been able to get bats onto the ball. So 0-1 the count, 1 out. Riverhawks with a runner on third. Pitch. Goes by. Again, that pitch was wild. It went by Baker. So 0-2 still the count. After it was said that ball went foul. So with Ziegler on third, it's up to Baker. Chops at it, goes straight to the catcher, and now in a pickle is the runner on third and tagged out. Oh, and nearly a tough play there. So Baker with a hit on to second. It's now up to Clara Toy. Courtesy runner coming out now for the Riverhawks. Out there on second now for Madison Baker is number 8. That's Lily Guthrie, who again is on second. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Riverhawks pitch down low. Again, Clara Toy let that one go by. She was struck out back in the 3rd inning. That was her last at bat. Kayla Williams, 1-0 count. Chopped at, will go driven foul. And now the count 1-1 again after the foul. That was rocketed off into the Cats dugout. All right, quote unquote dugout. Dugouts here at Grahamsville feel a little different than your stereotypical dugout. Kayla Williams pitch. That ball rocketed to the shortstop. Throw on the first. Gets by Cronenwetter. That will be a base hit and a runner brought in. So now we're all tied up here in the top of the 5th inning. It's 1-1. So now we're back to the top of the batting order. Emma Paul with 2 outs here. Paul had a foul ball that got absolutely the ripped pitch up high and away. Kayla Williams. Again, standing on second is Clara Toy. Pitch. Hit by Paul. That will go foul. To recover that ball was Corinne Wright, again the third baseman for the Lee Wildcats. So with the count at 1-1, the infield is coming in now. The Wildcats wanting to talk it over with a timeout there. That's Paczynski who called the timeout from her catcher position. And Lee Wildcats, their defense has done well. It was just a tough pickle. A wild throw that got by Cronenwetter from the shortstop. And that allowed the courtesy runner to run in. And again, a double declared for Clara Toy, which have allowed the Riverhawks to not only tie it up here at 1 run each. And that pitch there by Williams called strike. So now 1-2. Emma Paul not wanting to get struck out, but Kayla Williams can almost taste that 4th strikeout here on top of the hill. Pitch is away. So that's now 2-2 the count with 2 outs. So the Deuces are in fact wild here on top of the hill. Here in the top of the 5th inning where both teams are tied at 1. Kayla Williams, again, the SRU command, and I keep bringing that up because during my time in college I worked in the PSAC. Pitch. Hit there well by Paul. It has the distance, but it will be called a ground. Oh, no, it's going to be called foul. I thought I had the distance, folks, but it just cut to the right. That looked like a shot off the tee for yours truly. as that ball was carried by the wind out of bounds and foul. So Emma Paul will keep alive her at bat with, again, the deuces wild. And again, that is the lead there, standing on second. Pitch. Ball tipped and foul by Paul. Two the count for Emma Paul, who has an opportunity as the batter at the top of the batting order to bring in the go-ahead run there on second. Pitch is up high, trying to get Paul to chase it high and away. So now a full count, Kayla Williams. The payoff pitch here to get the Lady Wildcats out of the top of the 5th inning and give themselves an opportunity to take a lead here. Pitch by Williams to pay it off. That ball crushed there by Emma Paul. Almost took her teammate out there. Mazaretica is warming up now. Again, the count is still full here with 2 outs. Can Kayla Williams get the Lady Wildcats out of the top of the 5th inning? Williams' pitch is away. She walks her. That is the second batter that Kayla Williams has walked this afternoon. So now Riverhawks have runners on second and first. And Prazarica, the second in the batting order. And that will be called a ball up high. One 1-0 now the count, 2 outs. Still tied at 1, but the go-ahead on second. Pitch. Hit well. It makes its way out into the outfield. That's going to be an RBI for the Riverhawks. So now Riverhawks take a 1-run lead here. It's 2-1 in the top of the 5th inning. And now up to bat is Shelby Cloak for the Riverhawks. Kayla Williams' pitch. Down low, that's a ball, so count now 1-0. Pitch here. It will be called a strike there. Count now 1-1 for Cloak. Very impressive top of the 5th for the Riverhawks. Again, so far we are done with 4 innings, and the Riverhawks left runners on base stranded, 1 back in the 2nd and 1 in the 4th. That pitch goes foul, but now Riverhawks have 3 hits so far this afternoon. Or have 3 hits so far this inning. And have yet to strand anybody. But again, with 2 outs here, count 1-2, this could be it. That ball hit well. It'll stay fair. Drop in front of the left fielder. That will bring in run. Can it bring in 2? It will! 2 runners scored there for the Riverhawks. And right now, Coach going over to have a word with Kayla Williams. Telling her she's got to get her head back in this game. They are allowing too many runners to be brought in. Again, Lady Wildcats defense had done great. And now it's just great ball placement by the Riverhawks. Being able to get up underneath that one, but sometimes you don't have to hit it all the way to the fence. Shallow outfield is totally fine. That no man's land between the infield and the outfield, always a great place to drop that ball in, especially if you're looking for a nice base hit, and Shelby Cloak will get one there. Again, that was her 3rd at-bat. She's had a tough day so far. Struck out looking back in the first. A fly out back in the 4th inning, where she flew out to the second baseman. Now up is Jessie Pugh. Her last at-bat was a base hit, where she made it on a first base but was left stranded. So now she has an opportunity to have a runner brought in. Riverhawks now up 4-1 here. That ball crushed. Makes its way out to the right outfield. Throw on the first, but that will be an RBI there. So Lady Riverhawks able to have another runner brought in. Not wanting to squander any more opportunities. Pugh is on first, and now up to bat. That's Abby Bauer. Her last at-bat, she was struck out looking. That was back in the 4th inning. Hit there. Gets by the shortstop. And that'll be a base hit. I mean, right now, Riverhawks are rolling. Now up 5-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Still sitting on 2 outs. I feel we've been there for quite a while. But Kayla Williams now has an opportunity to get the Lady Wildcats out, put 4 runs on the board themselves. That ball hit well and gets by the shortstop again, and that will bring Pugh home. Base hit for Bauer, or that's Zegler who got the base hit. And so now it's Klinger-Smith, who has runners on first and second. Pitch. That's a strike there. And a side note, folks, Klinger-Smith started the inning. That was Zegler started the inning. So now we've made our way the whole way around the batting order. So Lady Wildcats with an 0-1 count here. That pitch inside ball, so 1-1 the count. Lady Wildcats would love to get out of the top of the 5th inning here. Again, runners on first and second. Klinger-Smith again is up to bat. Pitch here. Chopped at, up high. Cronenware to get there. So that will stop the bleeding for the Lady Wildcats. We're going to see if they can add some runs to the board themselves here. Coming up next on the Wildcats Network.
Hey, Gabby, catch this.
Win with Bardini's. We're number 1 for meats in Westmoreland. So many delicious varieties and flavors. Best meats, best meals. So come in, fill this basket at our Country Smokehouse in Crabtree. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
We're back here at the Wildcats Network. Score now 6-1 here. As the Lady Riverhawks have really made this an interesting game there. That ball hit out to the catcher. And that was the top of the batting order. That was Maya McHugh. So ground out to the pitcher there. The Lady Wildcats have started out at the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Wildcats need to pick it up again. 6-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Up to bat is Machinsky, the catcher for the Lady Wildcats. She was struck out swinging in her last at bat. Pitch. That's called a strike there. So now 0-1 the count. That's Zezo who's at the bat. That was Macy McHugh who grounded out to the catcher, or the pitcher. Swing, and that's strike number 2. So thank you, Richard, for helping me out here. Helping keep me honest here on the Wildcats Network. They're clapping there for the Lady Wildcats as the count is 0-2 for Zezo. Pitch. And they're going to call that one low, so the count now 1-2. That was close there. So again, count 1-2, real close there. I thought that was going to be struck out looking for Zezo. Pitch here by Madison Baker. And that's a strikeout looking for Zezo. We're now down to the last girl in the batting order. That's Williams. And she might be the last out for Lady Wildcats here in this inning, but we'll have to see if she has anything to say about that. Baker now has 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. The left-hander. Pitch is called strike there. Williams' last at bat, she had a base hit. For Lady Wildcats, her last at bat was back in the 3rd inning for Armstrong. 0-1 the count. Chopped at, goes straight to the 3rd baseman right down the line, but it'll be out of play. So 0-2 now the count. Williams is in a tough spot here. Getting on base would be huge for the Lady Wildcats, as that would allow Maya McHugh to come up and bat. Pitch here by Baker. Down low and away. Not a terrible, down low and away. Get her chasing it. Don't give her something up in the zone when the count is 0-2. So now the count 1-2. Baker more than happy to throw. If I was Baker, I would throw one more ball out of the zone just to keep her chasing. It's shown right there. That ball up high and away. So now the Deuces are wild at 2 outs, 2 strikes, or 2 balls, 2 outs, 2 strikes. With 1 run to 6 here for Lady Wildcats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Apologies, folks. The sun is starting to get to my brain. It's frying me out here. Pitch. They're going to say that is a ball. They're going to say that she was hit by that pitch. Oh, they are going to bring it back. Okay. I thought that was the correct because they call it a ball, so the count is now full, which is what I thought that was what the call should have been. So Williams now with a full count. Can Baker get the Riverhawks out of this inning? Pitch coming. Just barely keeping alive there is Miley Williams. She chopped at that ball, just barely got aluminum on it, and sent it foul. So now the count is still full, still 2 outs. Riverhawks still lead 6-1 here. Pitch by Baker. Chopped at, snagged out of the air. What a play, grabbing that ball out of the air was Shelby Cloak. So that will do it here for the bottom of the 5th inning, heading to the top of the 6th here. We'll be right back on the Wildcats Network after these messages.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Lady Wildcats trail here in the top of the 6th inning. 6-1 here. Riverhawks on top. And Madison Baker is up to bat now for the Riverhawks. Pitch. Crushed. Snagged. What a great play there. That was right there. That was Clara Wright who made the snag out of the air from third base. Didn't want to let the ball get by her. And good sportsmanship there by Armstrong, the third base coach, going over and giving her a high five. And but to be honest, that's just kind of what we expect here in the WPIAL. That's just how teams across the board work. So with Baker, that pitch gets by. That's strike one here. For the at-bat for Clara Toy, her last at-bat was last inning, where she had a base hit double, which brought in what was Madison Baker. However, a courtesy runner was brought in. Williams, 0-1 count. It's called ball, so now 1-1. Kayla Williams having a tough last inning. Will need a rally here and slam the door over the next inning and a half. Pitch is called, strike down low. So 1-2 the count for Kayla Williams. Wanting to get Clara Toy out. Clara Toy was struck out back in the top of the 3rd. So we could see Williams get a strikeout here. She only has 3 so far this afternoon. Pitch. And that's called ball, so now 2-2 with 1 out. Ken Williams, strikeout Toy. Down low. So now we're at a full count. It's 3-2. Kayla Williams will need to lock in here for this pitch to sit down Toy. Toy looking to repeat her last at-bat with a base hit. Pitch, hit, and fly out to the shortstop, so that will allow Clara Toy to sit back down on the bench for the Lady Riverhawks. And that will do it. So now the slugger, Emma Paul, now up to bat. Her last at-bat was a walk, and that was in the last inning. Pitch. That ball hit foul. Wright had to get in front of that one. So the coach didn't get hit there, the third base coach for the Riverhawks, but that will be, again, called foul. So 0-1 the count now with 2 outs here. Paul's, again, was last at bat in the last inning. She was walked and then was brought in by a big hit by Prazeria. Pitch down away. Williams not wanting to put up an easy ball for Emma Paul to get underneath. Paul, the shortstop for the Lady Riverhawks this afternoon. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Pitch. Paul moved like she thought it was inside, but the umpire calling that one a strike, so 1-2 the count. Can Kayla Williams sit down Emma Paul? Paul was struck out swinging back in the third. So it is possible. Kayla Williams is going to have to get Emma Paul to chase this one. The pitch. Hit well by Paul. Makes its way into the outfield. Base hit for Paul. Throw on to second. Emma Paul will have to make her way back to first. And she will. A nice base hit for Emma Paul. So with Paul now on base, up to bat is Prazeria. Her last at-bat was a double. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Trying to steal third. And get it, or trying to steal second, and safe there is Emma Paul. So Prazeria now has an opportunity with Paul in scoring position. That is the first stolen base of the afternoon. Pitch. Inside, so they're going to call out one a ball, count even at 1-1. So still 2 outs. Riverhawks still lead 6-1 over the Lady Wildcats. Pitch. That ball chopped at up high and caught by the center fielder, and that will get the Lady Wildcats out of this inning. With that, we're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network and listen to some of our sponsors when we come back. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning, coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. The first out there for the Lady Wildcats. That was Maya McHugh who grounded out there. So now up to bat is Machinsky. Chopped at that ball popped up high. Chinsky's last at bat, she struck out swinging back in the 4th inning. And now with a count 0-1 after she fouled off. Pitch by Baker, fouled off again by Machinsky. Madison Baker again really impressing me so far today with 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. Again, a lot of people thought that after the last season that Cameron Sprinkle had, that these are going to be some big shoes to fill, but Baker shows that she is completely in her element. She is not worried at all. 1-2 now the count with 1 out. Pitch. And that will hit Machinsky, so she is hit and will make her way on to first. Waiting for the courtesy runner to come on now for Machinsky, and out right now for Lady Wildcats. And so now on first base for the Lady Wildcats, that is Schultz, who is on first for the Lady Wildcats. And up to bat is Kayla Williams. Her last at-bat was that huge triple that she just absolutely ripped the cover off of. And now with a runner on base, this is the perfect opportunity for the Lady Wildcats to cut down this lead here, possibly even cutting it down to 3. But we will see. Kayla Williams now looking at an 0-1 here with 1 out. Runner on first. Pitch by Baker. Crushed by Williams. Can the outfield get there? And they do. Kayla Williams will fly out to the center fielder. So now that's 2 down. And now it's up to Corinne Wright, the third baseman, to get the Lady Wildcats moving. Corinne Wright's last at bat, she had a double, but was left stranded on third. Pitch here. Up high, trying to catch Schultz, trying to steal second. Only 1 base stolen so far this afternoon, and that was by Emma Paul for her last at bat when she made it on. Pitch trying to steal second, and safe there. Schultz is safe after stealing, and that will advance the runner now in the scoring position. The count now 2-0. Madison Baker was hoping that Abby Bauer would be able to make a throw on to second. And with that pitch, the count is now 2-1. Again, Bauer was trying to stare down Schultz, trying to catch her stealing. Pitch here by Baker, and that's a strikeout. No, that's a strike. Still one more strike to go. I saw Corinne Wright come off the plate. Chopped at and went foul. So Corinne Wright staying alive here as the deuces are wild. Madison Baker with 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. Pitch. Chopped at, goes foul again. So Wright will keep alive here again with a runner in scoring position after Schultz stole second. Pitch up high and away. So with that, Corinne Wright now battles back and makes it a full count here. Madison Baker could end the Lady Wildcats rally right here. The pitch from Baker. Chopped at, foul by Corinne Wright. So again, Riverhawks up by 5 runs. It's 6-1 here. The pitch here. Chopped at by Wright. Makes it into the outfield and snagged there by the center fielder. And that will do it for the Lady Wildcats. We're going to step aside here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the top of the 7th inning coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland here alongside the one and only Richard Hillwig. Lady Wildcats trail 1-6 here in the top of the 7th inning. Kayla Williams. And the Lady Wildcats have a tall mountain to climb. And if they don't want to make that mountain insurmountable, they're going to have to get out of here without allowing a single run. It's possible, as Williams' first pitch ends up in a strike, so 0-1 the count. Pitch up high. So the count now 1-1. Again, Cloak here in the 7th. She had a huge hit back in the 6th inning, or back in the 5th inning. She hit a double, which brought in 2 runners, so 2 RBIs so far in the afternoon for Cloak. She was also brought in as well. That pitch inside for Kayla Williams. So 2-1 now the count after that pitch is a ball. Pitch here by Williams. That ball chopped at, goes up high. So the count now 2-2. Again, the count now 2-2 here. Kayla Williams, no outs in the top of the 7th inning. Folks, if you're enjoying this broadcast so far, we really appreciate everybody who is here. Chopped at, in play. Third baseman, throw, out there on first. So, now up to bat is Jesse Pugh for Lady Riverhawks. And as we were mentioning, folks, if you're enjoying this broadcast so far this afternoon, do not worry. We're going to have more softball tomorrow with the starting pitch at 4 o'clock. Pugh hits that one, it goes foul. Starting at 4 o'clock for the starting pitch, Lady Wildcats traveled down Route 22 for the Route 22 rivalry at Franklin Regional. We're going to have all that action here on the Wildcats Network again. Make sure you tune in for that game. We're very excited to bring you guys that matchup here on the Wildcats Network. The Route 22 rivalry is always a fantastic game. That pitch there, so now it's 1-1. So 1-1 with 1 out. 6 runs to 1 here. The SRU commit, Kayla Williams. Pitch here by Williams. Is called strike. I hit it right down the pipe. Count now 1-2 with 1 out. I keep bringing up the fact that Williams is an SRU commit because, again, during my college years, I spent a lot of time in the PSAC, and SRU is year in and year out one of the top dogs when it comes to softball. I mean, football, too. I mean, come on. SRU is the football dog there in the PSAC. That ball chopped up high by Pugh, and you can see the discomfort that she had to kind of hit that one pretty awkwardly to stay alive at the plate. So 1-2 the count. Williams the pitch. Popped up again. Pugh got underneath that one, and you see that one make its way out of the field. So you imagine if Pugh's able to get any kind of contact, a solid contact that drives the ball in the correct direction, that she definitely is a power hitter up there for the Riverhawks. So Kayla Williams now, again, the count at 1-2 with 1 out. Pitch. Oh, and that hit Pugh right on the top of the head, folks. That is why we wear helmets, and that right there is why Pugh is one tough cookie. So that is Williams' first batter that she hit with a pitch. And again, we're glad to see Pugh pop up there. We never want to see anybody get hurt. It doesn't matter what jersey they are wearing. We never want to see any young athletes get hurt here on the Wildcats Network. So again, we're happy to see Pugh up. The pitch. Chopped at. It'll stay fair. Need to throw it on the first, and they get the out there. The second out of the afternoon for Lady Wildcats, and that advances Pugh on to second. A good try there for Abby Bauer. But now up to bat for the Riverhawks is a substitute hitter. That's Suzuki. who is up to bat now for the Riverhawks. Pugh is still on second. That pitch there is a ball. Zaki again coming off the bench for the Riverhawks to step into the 6th spot in the batting order for Armstrong. Pitch here by Williams is up high and wide, so now 2-0 the count with 2 outs. Pitch here. Chopped at, grabbed out of the air, throw on the first, and that will do it. Lady Wildcats don't give up a single run here in the top of the 7th inning, but they're going to have to get the bats moving if they want to climb Mount Vesuvius here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Folks, we're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the final bottom of the inning here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network for the bottom of the 7th inning here on top of the hill. And folks, I know we complained about the win earlier in the broadcast, and I'm still going to complain about the win here on top of the hill in Latrobe, PA. But I'm telling you what, we haven't had such a beautiful day for softball so far this season. We are so blessed to be here with the sun shining as Cronenwetter is now up to bat to start out the inning. She will swing and miss there. So that's strike 1. Lady Wildcats, this is their last chance. Bottom of the 7th inning, down by 5 runs. It's not impossible, but it's not going to be easy, especially with a pitcher like Madison Baker, who has 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. She hit 1 batter. That was back in the last inning. She hit Machinsky. Pitch. That's a strike there. So now a 2-1 count. Cronenwetter grounded out in her last at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck out Cronenwetter there. That's number 9 for Baker on the afternoon. So now up to bat for the Lady Wildcats. That's Sarah Blasi, who in her last at-bat back in the 4th inning struck out. She's 0-2 at the plate so far this afternoon. And she watches that ball come in. It's wide. So 1-0 the count with 1 out here. Again, this is the Lady Wildcats' last opportunity to tie up the game here and send us into extra innings. Pitch here is called strike inside. So 1-1 here. Sarah Blasi. The pitch here. Hit well through the shot. Hopped right over the second base, and that'll be a base hit for Sarah Blasi. So now up to bat for the Lady Wildcats. It's number 10, that's Macy McHugh. Pitch. Out wide, trying to stop Blasi from stealing. So 1-0 the count. Pitch here. McHugh chops at it, and it goes foul. Caught there by the third base coach. Nice heads-up play. And still have a runner on first. Pitch here. Chopped at, makes its way, and caught there by a center fielder. So that'll be it for the afternoon for Macy McHugh. So Zezo is now up to bat. Lady Wildcats are now staring down their very last out on the afternoon. Pitch. Wide. Trying to stop Blasi from stealing. So 1-0 the count. 2 outs. Lady Wildcats still trail by 5 runs to the Riverhawks. And a reminder, folks, if you're enjoying today's softball matchup, we'll have tomorrow's at Franklin Regional here on the Wildcats Network. Chopped at, and it'll go foul. Trying to catch that one was Pugh, who was on first. But to no avail. Trying to corral the wild ball there are the Lady Riverhawks. Pitch here. Out wide, still trying to steal. Caught her out! The throw on a second stopped the Lady Wildcats. And that will do it here this afternoon for Lady Wildcats. They held the Riverhawks scoreless and even took the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning here at Graham-Sabota Field. But after a great string of batters for the Riverhawks in the top of the 5th inning, proved too much for Lady Wildcats, who will now lose by 1 run to 5, or 1 run to 6 here, a 5-run deficit. But folks, have no worry. Lady Wildcats have an opportunity to earn a win on the road. They will be traveling out to Franklin Regional tomorrow afternoon to play against the Lady Panthers at Murraysville. We're going to have that here on the Wildcats Network. Starting pitch at 4 o'clock, but you can join me here on the Wildcats Network at 3:45 for our St. Vincent College pregame show. And then on Thursday, we have boys volleyball at Gateway, and then on Friday we have boys baseball. I know there is no girls baseball. Just follow me here. We're going to have baseball here from Gateway on the Wildcats Network, and that will do it for our week. So that will do it for us here on the Wildcats Network tonight. For Richard Hillwig on the controls, I'm Tristan Borland signing off for today's broadcast, and we'll see yins here tomorrow on the Wildcats Network, brought to you by LHTC Media.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin.
From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the collisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of